Hi and welcome, this is JNM with a new version of my Blender 2.8 add-on BLUI widgets, to which I added a slider. First, let's see it in action. When I press Ctrl Shift and F to activate the operator, the panel appears that contains the slider, and when I move it to change the value, the attached method is executed and, for instance, the active object is scaled. The same effect I get when I press the Scale button to set the value of the slider. Okay, here is the code of my custom operator. To that I added the widgets, and here's the import for the slider, and I create a slider instance in the init method. Like the other widgets, the slider has a position X and Y and a dimension width and height. The origin of the coordinate system is the lower left-hand corner. Let's discuss if this is really usable for widgets on the screen. Usually for widgets, the upper left-hand corner is used as reference point. Alright, other properties that you can set are the color for the slider and the color when it is hovered with the mouse cursor. You can set minimum and maximum, the current value, the number of decimals that are used for the values, and the value change method can be registered. In this method you get the slider that is calling it and the value of this as parameters, and in my example I used the value to scale the active object. When the Scale button is pressed, I just call the setValue method of the slider with a fixed value. Then the value is set, the slider value change method is called, the UI is updated, and the active object is scaled. So let's have a look at the implementation of the slider class. In the init method, the members are initialized with default values, and then the update method is called, in which the geometry of the slider and the background is created. Here I define the vertices for the triangles that I use to draw the background. And in the update slider method, I do the same for the slider, for the kind of knob that I also define as a batch of triangles. The reason why I defined this as a separate method is that when the value of the slider is changing, we don't have to paint the background again, but the vertices of the slider will change, and then we just have to call update slider. Okay, now I will adjust some values like the maximum, the current value, and I set the number of decimals to 1. Then the UI is going to change, and as you can see, with these number of decimals, you can work now in a really precise way. So guys, that's the first version of the slider widget, a very early state of development, not even alpha. I will add more features, and please tell me your opinion and ideas and add it to the comments below. If you like this channel, don't forget to subscribe and consider becoming my patron. This will really help this channel grow. Thanks for watching this, thanks for your support, and I'll see you on JNM.